Hello everyone, this is Key of W with Artisan of Glimmith. I'm here in this area with the compass trying to finish it off. Now, eagle-eyed viewers who watch all my videos, first of all, please get a hobby. You'll notice I have more puzzles solved than before. I did a puzzle here that I hated so much, I actually just deleted the video. That was the first puzzle I'd done in the set. I deleted the video. I hate it so much, I don't think it deserves to be shown. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. We are 1100 puzzles into this madness. There's at least 100 to go. So there's like 1200 in this game. That is an inexcusably bloated amount for a game. I have gone from excited about a new game from a developer who I knew was not perfect, but I was willing to give benefit of the doubt. Went from excited to kind of a little bit annoyed to frustrated to tired. I have now moved to the point where I am seriously considering changing my thumbs up review to a thumbs down. I know that's taboo because Steam's algorithm doesn't treat a thumbs down very well. It tends to treat a thumbs down as you saying the game should stop being shown to other players. But I'm getting to the point where I'm willing to be the problem. I'm through with these people. This is too much. Right? I could always walk away. I could do that sort of thing. But I either want to play a game to completion or not play it at all. I don't like this thing where I play part of it and then quit halfway through. But I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of this. If you have a game with 1200 puzzles and demand that every puzzle be treated equally like one of my own children or something, I just can't do it. I can't spend 40 minutes on every puzzle and love it. That's too long. If you're going to have 1200 puzzles, 8 to 900 of them need to take 30 seconds. That's just how games need to be made. Okay? If you don't understand that, you should get another job. That's it. You cannot be doing this shit. More is not better. Especially when there is nothing new. I pushed through the game in the first probably 10 to 20 videos and saw all the new interesting stuff. Every video since then has just been more of the same. I'm not finding a lot of really new interesting ideas in these 1200 puzzles. There are like 10 good ideas spread out over this amount. I can't. The frustrating thing is this game could have been good. This could have been an amazing puzzle game. And it seems at every step this developer wants to sabotage their own puzzle creators. Because it's clear these creators are talented. These are not creators who don't know how to make a puzzle. But they don't know how to make a game. And on that angry note, I'm jumping in. Right? Here's another puzzle. Will this take 10 minutes? Will this take 20? Will this take 40? I don't know. I apparently don't have anything better to do with my time than play 1200 bitch-ass puzzles from a developer that thinks their shit doesn't stink. That's apparently what I don't have time for. And I'm too stupid to walk away and just cut my losses. That's what this is. I'm just a stupid idiot. We're all stupid idiots for playing this game. God damn. What the fuck am I looking at? This guy's gonna do something, right? This guy's gonna... Why? What? Hold on. I'm gonna call foul. What's this doing? From a puzzle perspective, honey, what is this? What is this? There's no other rule but compass. So it's not like we have solitude. If we have the solitude rule, I would know that this has to form its own thing, so I couldn't do something like this. But without that rule, what materially changes if I remove these two pieces? What materially changes? Nothing. You might say, well, it's making a spiral. It's visual. There's still a spiral if you get rid of these two pieces. They're on the ends. So what if... This stuff will annoy me more. If the game was better, this wouldn't annoy me because I'd go, oh, there's just a clever little fun joke. But when you're an annoying piece of shit, your jokes aren't funny. Make good puzzles. This should not be here. Remove this shit because they don't do anything for the puzzle. I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll solve this puzzle and somehow these two pieces here will have shown me something interesting and surprising. I am not holding my breath on that. Okay. These should all be connected. So, These are all connected because I only have 7 in this row. So even if I had 2 things like this, I would not be able to get 10. So these all have to be part of the same thing. Can I do better than that? These could be part of the same thing too. I don't know. These could all be the same thing. These can't. Because if this goes here, I need 7 more and I need 8 more. It's not going to work. So those have to be 2 different things. These can't be the same because now there's that. So we've got to bring... So is the joke here, is the joke that we do this? Right? That could be the joke, right? You go here. This is so annoying. It's just... I don't know. Little clever things can be cute. It's just that once you have worn out your welcome, cleverness is just a waste of my time. I've played 1,000, almost 1,100 puzzles so far. I've spent 50 more hours than I ever wanted to spend on this piece of shit. I want it to be, just get me through the puzzle. Stop trying to like impress me with your cuteness. Just give me a puzzle that is good and let me play it for God's sake. All right, so we're not going to do this. So I guess the joke here is that we got to go around. So we got 3. So this is all 1, 2, 3. This is all 6 below. So now there can't be a piece below. So I have to stop here. Is that it? No. Hold on. Well, then we'll go through individually. This cannot connect here because the 8 and the 7 won't work. This can't connect there because of that. We know that much. We know we can't connect to any of these now. So here, this we can't connect there. We will overload the 6. So we've got to go this way. So we can bring up. We can't move to the left now. We can't take this. It'll overload. So we've got all 6 below. We cannot do any. We cannot have any more pieces below this line. We've got 3 as well over here. So now we need 7 on the right. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7. We now have everything we can do on the right. We cannot take any more pieces here. So now above we have 1, 2, 3. We can take 4, 5, 6. But that's as far as we can take there. We have to take this. We can't take that. We could take this because we have 7. This is close. We'd have to take that as well. So I guess there's something there, which is almost fun and interesting, but not quite. This 7 now is going to take all these 5s. Right? Well, does it take all of them? What if it doesn't take all of them? No, I think it does take all of them. Because if I imagine this 7's got to take... Well, hold on. It can't take anything but these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got to take them all. And then that's it. So now these 5s have to take 1... Could I take the 6? Because I got 1, 2... Yeah, I can take the 6. And I have to, because if I don't, the 6 is not going to really have any fun. So I've got 2... Why not just take, like, that's the thing, is like, why not just take this? But that's not good puzzle solving. This is just a clever, cheap trick of a puzzle that it's getting in the way. Like, if the game was 300 to 400 puzzles long, if that was how long the game was, then by all means, give me the funny, cute puzzles. Because it's something new and interesting. But I'm just, everything is like the same puzzle over and over. Just get me through this bullshit, please. Just don't pad, no more padding. No more padding. You're done with padding. You have worn out your welcome 800 puzzles ago, for God's sake. It's just too long. Can this could go here? In order for this piece now to have any fun, it's got to cut through here. Which means I also have to 8 above here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to take all of these. Okay. Do I take all of... Is it just taking all of these? Is this interesting at all? I can take these too. But now I need 6 to the right of this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take both of these. And that would fill both the 6 and the 5. The 7's got 1, 2, 3. I need 4 more of these. So if I did this, though, I can't take these 2. In fact, if I take these two, I can't fill out. No. I can fill out these all the way down because it's 3, not 4, because I can't count. And that fills this out just fine. And I think here is fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this. Like, does this just work? This is not interesting. You didn't do anything interesting with it. It's just a troll puzzle. Why am I doing this? Why did I start? Why am I alive? Why am I even here? I don't know. I've come close to being like, I'll just delete the whole playthrough because I don't want to leave unfinished stuff. I don't like that. I don't like leaving unfinished games. But when I started this, I thought I'd finish it much, much sooner. I don't know. Maybe this game deserves to have somebody shit on it because I feel like it's in an indie space where people are going to just glaze it. That every game is good, and if you don't like it, it's because you're too stupid to understand it. And I need somebody out there in this world to know you're not alone if you hate this shit. You're not alone. You're not alone if you notice this game is a bloated mess. You're not alone if you think these developers are full of themselves. I don't know if they are. I can't know that. Like, they could be perfectly nice people. It's just that the impression they're giving with this is that they just think they're amazing, and I deserve to have more of them all the time. Please stop. Please just let me finish the fucking game. Alright, that's all I know. Let's see. These, is this another one with a pattern thing? Because I see these again, and it's not, there's no rule that says what these do. So they're if you remove them, if you said no, there's no compass here, nothing changes. It's the same puzzle. So what are they doing here? Like, are you just trying to be cute with me? Are you like, oh, it's pi, it's the symbol for pi? Like, then be a better puzzle designer and make the symbols here do something. Please, you're doing, you're not cute. I am 1,100 puzzles into this game. You are done with cute. We need to now move on to the finish. You need to show me something I haven't seen before. And by that, I don't mean show me a fucking joke. Show me something with these rules I haven't seen before after 1,100 of these puzzles. Okay. These fives, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 along. So, you know, it'd be actually an interesting accessibility feature. I'm just throwing this out there. That's not necessary at all. We have the control for this, the ability to see how many is in a row or a column quickly, right? I mean, this is one way to do it. It's just without having to put pieces in. I wonder if that would be something worth doing. I don't know. It just seems like these game developers are far more interested in making those type of little quality of life features than they are at making their game fun. I don't know. Just going to say it. They're more interested in that. So these are all part of the same thing, but they're not part of that guy because we don't have enough spaces up here to have all of them. So 6, but only 1 over here. This probably is not going to connect. Yeah, because the 1 there. So that means... Does it go through this direction? I don't think so. I think it has to... Well, if it goes through this way, how on earth does this guy get anything? I don't know. You go through all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, I see. I actually see the other clever bit. 3.1415926. This is the numbers of pi. Listen, I get it. You're being clever, but the game is too long. If this was a 300 to 400 puzzle game, I think I just said this 2 seconds ago. If this was a 300 to 400 puzzle game, I would be like, that is so good. What a brilliant puzzle. I'm just done with your brilliant. I'm done with it. I'm over it. You've already blown your load. You have nothing more to impress me with. At this point, the cheekiness is just annoying. It's just annoying. It's a tough balance to do. I get it. The person who designed this puzzle is not to blame for this. The person who designed this puzzle was probably like, I just came up with this really, really great thing. And then the developer said, great, I'm going to stick it with the other 1,200 puzzles and make you look like an asshole. That's what's happening here. I'm sure all the designers of the puzzles in this game could go on to great careers if they weren't attached to this studio. That's all. I just want to be a dickhole to these people now because they're fucking wasting my time. Alright, let's actually try to solve the puzzle. This could connect because then we just need to make sure that there were no more on this line. Like, I could connect through here. No, see. Not totally sure. What I'm feeling like I have to do is like try something and see what happens rather than a logical thing, which is just bad puzzle design at this point, where the puzzle is designed to be this clever trick, but it's not actually designed to guide you through it logically very well. I know we can't touch that in any way, but that doesn't really do anything for this. This is still possible. In order for this guy to get to the right, it can't go up. It's got to go down. And it's not going to go down this way probably, because then this 3 is screwed. Unless I do... I mean, like, this is possible because of that kind of stuff. But it could also go through here. Well, it can't go through that one. It could go this way. And then this one here, if I went... I can do something like this and say, there. Well, this is more likely. Like, if I went this way, then I could just say... here. Oops. Oh, hold on now. If I got a tab 5 above, I can't be in that one. There's no way to get to that one. So that means in these 7, I have to take 5 of them. So if I did this, I would have to take... Yeah, I can't do that. So I don't think this can go up. If this goes up, I can only take 4 of these, max. That'll overload this 3. So the most I could take is 3. Which means I'd have to take 2 over here, which would be like this. But now how do I get my other orange piece here? It has to be this one, and now I gotta be like on this really weird path. This would have to go down, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this, I wouldn't be able to take, so I'd have to, I couldn't cut through there. How would I get this without cutting it off? I just don't think that's possible. I just don't think that's a thing I can do. I think I have to block this. Like, coming through here feels like the obvious move. Like, why wasn't it just... I don't know. Like, that is fine, too. It's just... It's like guessing. It's like, try a little thing. Like, okay, you're clever. You made this look like pie, but can you make the puzzle, like, the solve interesting? Or is it just the look of the puzzle that's interesting? Like, what are you doing here? This won't be it. Nothing says that immediately this is impossible, but it is pretty restrictive to put 2 9s there. To get over to the left, it's not going to be this. It's not going to be that. But, like, I could go through here or through there. Now, if I went through here, this piece now has to go through there. But, like, is that doable? How do I get 9 on this side, right? Because now I need this here. There's just not enough pieces. Yeah, there's just not enough pieces there. So I think we got to bring this down this way. But how does this get forward to the right? How am I going to do this? I can grab this one. Then this one would have to grab something here. It won't, but like, can it go through this and do some weird shit? These two can easily go together. It's not, I'm looking going like, I have no interest in solving this. Why would I care that you're doing this? Gotta have 6 to the left. To the right. This works perfectly as long as So if I do this, I just can only have the 5 that are up here. For instance, something like this. I couldn't take this piece. I'd have to do something like that. But like this, it's not a guarantee. It's like I gotta look too far into the future. We're on a puzzle that is already, it's already lost my interest. Like I'm not interested in how you've made this into pie. It's just. I also don't really like puzzles that do these clever types of things because it tends to be at the expense of the actual puzzle. Because the chances of this puzzle having a very clever, intelligent, surprising solve is very low. The only thing clever about the puzzle is that it makes pie, which I discovered very quickly. And so I've had all the joy I could ever have from this puzzle, because it's not going to be as clever as this. The workings of these numbers together to make a workable puzzle, that is the cleverest thing there is. Everything I do after this point is just tedium to make this puzzle work. It also is taunting me with this 5. 5s are not supposed to be easy, but I've solved 7s. If I ever solve a 7 and you tell me this is a 5, I expect to solve it quicker than any 7. That's just what the game says. The game has said exactly that thing with this system. So I look at this and go, if I'm struggling with it, now I just feel like a stupid idiot who shouldn't be playing video games. I should be playing with blocks and dolls. So I just don't like feeling that way. So I just have to take a fucking guess. So what if I did? I hate that. I hate that I feel like I have to take a guess. Because there's just too many options. This won't go through here. But what if I blocked that? If I had to go this way, I'd probably want to take this piece. Because, like, how many pieces are to the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These pieces have to go together. So I wouldn't be able to do that if that went together. But, like... how do I get 7... like, I'm not going to come through here, unfortunately, because now this piece, we'll never get 3 to the right of this one. It's just never going to happen. So I'd have to get it, like, around. It's just, I know these two go together. I just know that much has to happen. But it won't be part of this. Is there any way these pieces then go around? No. So we've got to cut through. We do have to cut through there. Fucking shoot me in the head. Just fucking kill me. It's a fucking worthless ass game. I don't want puzzles to take a long time anymore. It's been too much time. They need to be 10 seconds long now so I can fucking finish it. Alright, we've got 3 to the left now. I can only take that one, but it could also be something like this, which doesn't really... in fact, if I took this piece, I would have to take that one. But that's like, if I do this, then that happens. Unless it's leading me to a logical conclusion, it's just a guess. So I can't take both. It means I have to take at least one of these. It could be this one. It could also be something like this, because that fulfills the 3. If I did this now, I have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'd have to take, like, everything here. But, like, if I didn't, is there any way to get 3 to the right without taking that piece or that piece? This is a doable thing. Then I can move this. I can do something where this comes up, for instance, because I need to grab 7 pieces above this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 available. I only actually need 6 more of the 13 available. If I put a wall there, I would need to grab... so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need to get all the way over here. But, like, then what? That can't be right. That just can't be the correct answer. So, like, do I say take these and then, but like this is entirely a guess. It's just entirely a guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 to the right, so I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more above. Yeah, I still can't get. Maybe. No, see, now with this, I would need another piece to the right somewhere, which isn't going to work. This gives me only 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it only gives 5. I can't. I can grab it this way. This gives me a 7. And it gets me 2 above. Okay, this works, but like I'm guessing my way into it. I'm not like, there's no joy of discovery here. It's just, what if you tried this? Does it work? I don't know. Just figure it out. So it's got to be that one. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got everything, so we can't take any more of these. We could take more going down, but like, oh, we guess we have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has to be this. So now we'd have to take that piece. We couldn't take that. I need to get 9 over here. Like, what? This could easily take that orange piece. Easily take those. But, like, it can easily do that versus it actually does do that. I need 2, 3, 4. I need 3 more over here. So if I went, yeah. It's not going to go through there, will it? Well, yeah, it could easily take something like this, right? No, it wouldn't be able to take this piece. Not unless it also went through, like, that way. This isn't going to grab that. It's not going to grab that unless it goes, like, around so that it leaves space. But now this has to go here. So does it go this way or does it go around? So I've got this 7 is complete. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. This 2 is complete. It's got those pieces. So I just need 9 to the left of this. I need 3 more to the right of this. So what are they? So the blue can't. The blue has to go through there. It definitely has to go through that section. So we got 1, 2, and it won't connect here because it will overlap. So that means this guy's got to go through there. But, like, does it go this way or not? I don't fucking know. It's gotta be that, which means blue's gotta cut through. Yeah, blue's just gotta cut through here. Because it can't, it's gonna overload going that way. So it's gotta cut this way. That would be that. This one could easily just be here. In fact, that is what it is. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So this will have to cut this way. 7, 8, 9. Alright. Like, I'm slowly figuring it out. I'm just fucking over it. Just fucking over it. It's gotta be this. Right. Whatever. Okay, made a puzzle based on pi. Oh, let's get some easier ones done. Alright, we know that much. We know that much. Yeah, I'm out of patience. The puzzle's better, it just better happen though. I think I'm willing to grant some to like 6s and 7s, but if it's not a 6 or a 7, it needs to be 2 seconds long. It just needs, we need to be done. Right, 4 regions, so a lot of these compasses are going to go together. Who's going to go there? Any of these guys. This guy's got to touch at least one of those. Can't touch any of these. This one could touch any of them. Here, I see touching one of these 2. Here, I'm going to name them. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So this guy's got to be C or D. That's it. This guy here has to be A or B. This one could be any of them. This one could be any of them. Here. 1, 2, 3. This could be any of them. I'm just looking at just basically which ones could be. This is A or B. So can these be together? No. These have to be different. So these 2 are different pieces. Like so. Now, could this one be a part of that? Absolutely it could. As long as it doesn't go up here. If I block this off like so. Well, actually I can't. If I move this piece up, it's got to be separate from this 4. The reason is we'd have 2 above. But if I block it, then this piece has to go to the 4, and now it's not part of that. So either way, this 4 is not a part of this yellow one. So which one is it a part of? It still could go up, though. This piece must connect to A or B, which means... Oh, this one has to connect to A. If this connects to B in any way, this 4 now can't, because this one won't, right? If this connects to A, how are we going to do this? So this has got to connect to B. This is that. Oops, hold on. We know this is B, we know this is A. So this one here could theoretically connect to D. It doesn't have to be that other thing. This one here is A. It's probably going to be like so, because anything else, yeah, the 4 now needs to cut through this way. This, yeah, this could just do this. I did this. Or I could bring this out like that. I just don't know. Hold on. This guy. Well, that's gotta be there. I could also do this, right? That would just end the red piece, so I'm not totally sure. This guy has to be, well, yeah, it can't touch B because it would require 2 below there. So it can't touch C, so this is D. That much is for sure. Which means this guy could also be, like, why not do this? I think this is actually the right answer, because if I do it this way, then, yeah, what is this going to touch? If I do this, then both C and D will have things to the left of this line. So actually it is this, and now we just have that sucker going on, which means that is, nope, that means this here and that thing up there. That's interesting, I guess. I'm just tired of this game, so just fucking keep going. There's that, just 3. Is there a reason for this? Yes, the mismatch. It's got to be at least 3. So we've taken care of this particular shape, the triomino. So I can have an elbow shape, but that's the only triomino I can have. Well, let me see. Between ranges 3 and 5, I've done enough with the smaller shapes that I'm able to actually do logic with it. So I know I have the 3L remaining. I have the I lost tetrominos. Alright, so that gives me 6 possible pieces. How many do I have here? If I took those, these 4 times 4 is, times 5 is 20, plus 3, 23. So I'm not going to use all of these. In fact, if I do the elbow piece, will I be able to make this work with the rest? I don't know. And then I have, of course, the whatever these pentominoes is what you call them. That's totally readable. Wish there was note-taking space out the side, but whatever. Can't ask for too much in this game, apparently, because they give you too much. If I need 2 spaces the right, like, I could make a V shape here, but I can also do that, and then, yeah, okay, it's not. But I have these. If I have a compass piece here that's got 2 to one area and then 2 on the corner, the possibilities, I can just say it's 2 this way, right? That's a V shape. If I go 2 this way, yeah, if I go 2 this way, to get 2 below, I have to be straight down. So if I just went 1 this direction and then went down 1, now I'd have to take this piece, make this. So I could make an O shape here, O tetromino. So I got a V, I've got an O, and then I can also have this shape and then put, oops, excuse me, something there with a P shape. So I think those are the 3 we have. So I think that means we have O, V, P. Which means we can't have those anywhere else. What am I doing? Not there. I think those are the OVPs. Which means we can't have them, but am I tempted to have those anywhere else? If I had, oops, the V shape here, remainder here would be 20, which is very not too difficult to make. this can't be the V. So we're going to remove that. This is O or P. Which means that it has to start with this. And then it can't have anything there. This now needs to move down here. And there or there. But it's got to move down into there. We have a couple options. We can just make it an L shape. We can make it an F shape. We can make it a T shape. We can make it a W shape. There's a lot of options for that. But this could still be the V shape. Can this be a V shape? No, it's not going to fit. This is O or P. Probably should have seen that a little sooner. This is the V shape. So now we definitely have to do this, and we have to do that. So we've got a couple shapes in. Let's get rid of that V. Let's get rid of that T. We're not going to use all the shapes because it's not that big of a puzzle. If I moved this red one down, we'd be really screwed, so we can't do that. We could move this here, but either way, whatever's in this space has got to move out. This space has to move in, or up there. Huh. These can just be part of the same thing. Like, no, actually, if these are the same piece, wouldn't it just be a P shape? Oh, they could be something else. They could be a C shape. If they weren't, though, if I say blocked this off, yeah, I don't think I can block this off. If I put a wall here, I gotta go down, and I can't go that way, so I have to go here. I can't go up, so I have to go this way. And if I connect here, I have a C shape, which is fine. Or I make this, and this is a new shape, which doesn't have work. So I'd actually have to make a C shape if I do this. Now let's say I put a wall there, I would have the same issue. I'd have to make a C shape. But if I connect these two together, I can't have that piece. I can have this, this, or that. Anything with the centerpiece makes a P shape, which is going to show up in one of those two. So I've got to take a C shape no matter what I do. So this will always be a C. And it can't be this one because that leaves an orphan cell. So this is the C shape we have here. Now this shape, hold on, let's get rid of that. This shape right here, see, this is puzzle solving. This is much better, right? See what I'm doing? I feel like I'm like, because of this, therefore that. It's not, well, what if I try, what if, it's just none of that shit. So this has got to be an L-shaped tetromino because it can't be the 3. It's got to be at least 4. But if it's larger than 4, it's going to be a V shape and leave an orphan cell. So we have our L tetromino there. That means this piece right here is either an L pentomino or it is an elbow piece, which we don't know yet. So I'm just going to hold off on that. That's as far as we know. This piece got to move up. Now, if I do this, if I make this an L pentomino, what do we do here? This has to be, yeah, we'd have 2 elbows. Can't do that. So this has to just be an elbow. Now we know. We've used our elbow there. Hopefully this is all correct. I got 8 here. I've got to have 2 tetrominos because I'm out of triominoes. This can't be an L. It can be a T and a Z. So we do this. Or not a Z, an S. There we go. We're done with that. So we got a lot of those done. So the rest of these are probably pentominoes. So this is going to be either O or P, which means we cannot take any of those. Can't take that. This would break it, so it's not that. This would break it, so it could be here. It could just be the O shape. What? What? Sorry, it's telling me that this is wrong. Like, I know this is wrong, but it's telling me this doesn't have anything to the right. What's happening? What? Why is the game having that bug? Whatever, that's just a bug. I'm not going to hold that against it. This is an interesting one as far as I go, because if I take this and that, I make an orphan cell. If I take this one right here, now which one above do I take? I can't ever take this cell. Now if I take this one, yeah, I can't take that cell either. Ah, hold on. What if... No. back to it, sorry. How do I make this one work? It can never be these corners. So, if I did this, T's already done. What if I... No. Be a T shape. Could I make an F shape somehow? I'm gonna have to figure that out in a second. If I did this, yeah, it's just not what I want to see. I already got the T shape. This could all be wrong too. I don't know. I just don't feel very confident with this puzzle. If I took this, I would have to do. Well, I got here 6 pieces. Did this? Alright, make a P shape here. If I did this piece here, I would have to make this one a pentameter, probably. Yeah. If I did something like this, now in here I've got 11 pieces, which isn't going to work. Yeah, I can't make 11 add up with just 4s and 5s. So what if I instead did it here? Well, now this doesn't work down there. Would it be? No. It has to be. This is what it would have to be. But we're not going to make it, but we have to have 7 pieces with just one more thing. So I've clearly done something very wrong here, and I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. Now I just feel stupid. This probably is the wrong way to go about things. Because, like, what if this is the big... No, I don't see how this could be anything but that. These can't be V's. The only shapes I can make are that. So let's start with this. We've got the V shape here. We've got to figure out what to do with that. If I've got 20 to fill in... I can't have this happen, right? If I do this... we have that, which leaves me with that choice. So we'd have this. If I bring this over... Let's say I did that. No, I'd have to do that. If I connect these 3, can't have that. I can have this, this, or that. Now, if I had this piece, then how do I make these work? W, I can try a W, OPW. This could now be a P or C. PC, this would be OPW. Could this be a W? No, this can't be W because it would need to go this direction. So that means I don't actually know this beginning one. Now I just feel stupid because the game told me the puzzle's not hard. Damn it. Right? Because the ways to do it with 2 and 2. We have the V shape, we have the O shape, you can make a P shape, but you can also do a W shape by doing this. But the W shape requires you in a... Yeah, I don't know. This is one way, but it's not going to work. This way won't work. Yeah, this won't be a W. This can be an O, P, or V. This one can't be a W, can it? This way. Yeah, this can be a W. If this was a W, though, how to make this piece? It's always going to overload. So this can't be, this is going to be OP. It's not a V. And this one here can't be, but this can be OPW. It's going to be PC. So it's really not getting me anything. But if we said there's a P here, then we would know we have to have a W. We'd have to have a V, right? We'd know that, which would give me an O or a P there, and then a P or a C here. In this space now I have 9. How would I make this work? Let's go back for a second. How do I even make this work? If I go this way, I'd have to block these, and now anything I do here is broken, so I have to block both of those. So maybe this is the W? Oh, hold on, there's also the N. I'm just really stupid, apparently. This is another shape you can do. And then this one here has got to be a Y shape. And then this can't be the 3. It has to be at least 4, but it can't be 5 because it'd be another N shape. So that's the L shape there. This OP, it's not a W, it's not a V. I think it has to be that for sure. Now it becomes the S shape. And now this has to stay an O. This still has to go around this end here. Can't be a 3, it has to be at least 4. It can't be one of those. If it was here, we'd still need another one. Can't be that. In fact, since it can't be that, it can't go up unless it goes that way. In fact, if I put a wall here, I'm screwed. So that's got to go here, but it can't be this. So it can't be that. It could be a T. It has to be a T. So that's still a T. This piece is still a V now. So that was correct. It was just down here. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Now, if I make this here, I'm in trouble because I'm going to have a shape here that I don't want. So I think I have to make this the P, and I'm not sure how it's going to be done, but it's got to be that, which means I believe it's here. And now this has to be the long I and the long L. Whatever, it's a fine puzzle. It's just I need to be done. I need to be done with this shit. It's taking too long. Alright, well, I got that much. This one looks kind of irritating, to be honest with you. These could easily connect. These can't connect. These could connect here, because this only needs 2 more now, and so does that. Looking for the ones that cannot possibly connect. These could, but this can't. This can't. Which means this is probably gonna go like that. If we didn't, if we said this is blocked, we'd have to do some crazy. We'd have to go that way, and then we'd have to like. Yeah, we're not gonna do it. So these two are gonna go together, and they're now complete. That's how that's gonna go. These two can go together. These all can go together right here. Right, that's fine. These can all go together. Probably not. If I did this. Not sure what I'd do there. If I did block this, what would I do? I'd have to go down. I couldn't go this way, so I'd have to go down all the way, and then I would overload. So yeah, these two go together, which means that... What does it mean? I can grab these two, and it actually just works out fine. If I were to block this, we'd have the same problem as before, where we would overload. So if I go this way... If I grab... Yeah, that's just that. That's just what I have to do. That means this piece definitely got to go down 1, 2, 3. It's got to take that, and then that's just it. Do we have a weird a weird thing here? Hold on. I think I got an idea of a weird thing. So this piece right here has to grab these, right? This is all fine. Fine and dandy. Now what does this do? We don't want to grab these. We got to be done. So we got to grab them up this way. I'll overload. Grab this one. And then we have that. That's fine. Just come on. Let's just keep going. Okay. We got a bunch of crosses, huh? This cross ain't gonna go that way. Oh, because Solitude's there as well. Solitude is actually a really helpful rule here because it forces this cross there. This one is now gonna have some trouble. This cross has a few places it can go. This one could even go up there, we don't know. Because now we know that's there. This one now needs to do some work. It needs to cut through there. And it's got to take all of that. And it's got to come out there. We got our Solitude. This piece now needs to cut out. And here. Means this cross can't be a part of it at all. Can't go this way. Oh, we can, because this is in fact done. That's complete. This needs to come out. This 3 now has to come out. This cross could... In fact, the only way it can go, because if it moves to the right, we're screwed, so it's got to move this way. This 0 now has got to come down. We got to fill that in. Is that right? What if I made it a single thing and something else came up there? I don't know. This cross could go here. That works out really nicely. This works out. That works out. I mean, every possible arrangement. Just this wall is the only thing that's really stopping it. This won't work out. So we could move to the left, we could move right, we could move up, and we can move down. It just can't be in the center. This piece can't move to the right. That's all we know. I can't put a wall there because that... No, I could put a wall by doing this, right? No, this actually can't go up. So it can be centered. Can't move up. So if I put a wall here, it'd have to move down, right? Trouble is, if it moves down, this purple one has to get out of this region. Now this 4 is incomplete. So it can't move down. Therefore, I've got to connect these two. So it's here or it's there. This is broken, so it's this. Is that right? What if I did move it down? And then now this just goes all the way around. I don't know. It doesn't go up. It doesn't move to the right because we'll just run out of space. It doesn't move left because then this 2 doesn't work. So it either moves down or stays where it is, which means these 2 are always together. It stays where it is, right? This still has to come out, and now this piece, I need 2 more above. I would need to grab pieces here. Now if I moved down, I have the same problem. Ah, this doesn't, because now I need 4 above, and there's only 3 spaces left. So I do have to grab it this way. Yeah, it's gonna go here. Then these are the 3 I grabbed there. This is an interesting one, actually. I kind of like this one so far. It could grab these too, because this 0 doesn't have to go anywhere. So there's no guarantee it grabs that one, for instance. This cross now could go left, it could go right, and it can go down. This is still doable. This is still doable. Actually, I know that this 4 has to touch this spot. Because if it doesn't, you have 1, 2, 3, we don't have enough spots. It has to touch that. So that is, in fact, locked in. So we've got to take this. Got to take that there. So this can't move left now because then nobody can get in there. So it's right or down, so it has to be blocked. Right? So it's always going to take this spot there. That's part of the cross. This would be nice, and we don't have to fill that in, but it could fill that in. This one here. Do I block that? Potentially. Going left is tricky because now I've got to get purple. Yeah, if I go left like this cross is always going to be a problem. Right, I can do something like this, but now there's only room for one of these guys to go through, no matter what I do. Yeah, that's blocking, that's blocking. Yeah, so this doesn't go left. So it goes down or to the right. That's blocked. If it goes right, that's fine. Blue goes through, purple goes through there. If it goes down, once again, so purple's always going to cut through that. Which means this doesn't go right, this goes down. This is a really easy thing to do, right? Look at that. And this has to be these two. So we've got to cut these, which means this goes down, this goes up. So now the blue has to cut through all of that. And it has to do it in such a way that it leaves room for this 5 to catch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. And this 6 needs to be able to grab, which isn't going to be too bad, because I think I can just grab all these. That's a cool one. Yeah. I would appreciate it more if I didn't feel like I just had to get through this fucking game. It's been almost an hour. Look, I've barely done anything. It's just too long. I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of this fucking game. Please. Somebody fucking shoot me in the